And there's the floor support welded in place, welded on the bottom and on both sides. And I wanted to show you this. You know, I talked about the torque box, and you know, I did separate it like I said, and the way this thing is going to fit, you have to really kind of snake it up in here. And once I get it in place, it looks pretty good. I'll still have to straighten out this flange a little bit here and be able to weld that, but I want to show you this because now you can see what I was talking about before. Here's that overlap, and then of course this flange here, which has to tuck up behind this corner, and then this overlap here and here and down here. Now you couldn't put this in one piece, that's why I separated everything. And here's the other half, and that'll go inside, and I'll show you that later. But I just want to give you a heads up on that. You're going to definitely have to take this torque box apart to make it fit the car. And now it's installed. As you can see, I did the welds back the way they were, similar to the factory style over there on that frame support or frame rail. I did weld out here, two places that it was on the thin sheet metal, welded on the rocker panel. Now one thing to note too, these rocker panels are actually galvanized, so be careful welding that. You don't want to breathe that stuff. Have a little bit of ventilation, but you don't need a lot. And then down here, there's all the welds, and again they had that edge weld on the original. And the only other thing is I welded these in up here. So I'm pretty happy with that. The next part I'll do is fit up the inner panel and try to get that in place. I did notice too, when I put this up in place the last time, I had to push this corner up behind this tin work here that is the part of the apron, but it just popped right back behind it, and it'll be good. So I'll just drive on. And there's the top plate of the torque box. As you can see, I've got the holes lined up pretty close down here, and also you can see them up there. And I got to make some holes on this side where it's going to attach to the inner rocker panel. And there's a few holes on the outside that I'm going to weld through. You can just kind of see up here that are in this sheet metal. Other than that, that should be it for the torque box. I'll get that in place, and then I'll drive on with the floor pans.